Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for loving sport on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And in the previous episode, we had a Champions League game and we also had a Premier League game. Now, to start off the Champions League game, it was against AS Monaco. And we were joint top in the group stage right now with Monaco on 4 points. It was crucial we either got a draw or, most importantly, we needed the win to start building a gap at the top of our group. But unfortunately, in the first half, I went out with the team tactic of playing Henderson and Fabinho, two very defensive-minded players, to try and keep them at arm's reach. We managed to do that in the first half, but then sadly, when we pushed on in the second half, we just couldn't find that goal, and they didn't manage a goal either, so that game ended at 0-0, and sadly, we only bagged a point. But nevertheless, then going into the second game, it was a Premier League game against Watford, and before I even got into the game, I said Watford are a team that will come out and give us a challenge. It's the teams like that, when they've got nothing to lose, that are against one of the top teams in the Premier League, and then they just go for it, and that is exactly what Watford had done. Within 10 minutes, we were already 1-0 down, no thanks to Gerard Deulofeu, but we fought our heart out and we come back and we got it back to 1-1. Then it went 2-1. We were in the 80th minute and Watford scored and it was 2-1. And at this point, I started to think, we need to pull this back for a draw. But realistically and honestly, guys, I thought the chance of winning that game was out the window. The last thing I could do in 10 minutes was try and pull it back to a draw. And oh my, did we do more than that. Not only did we bring it back to 2-2 in the 87th minute, in the 91st minute, Gini Wijnaldum played through Anderson Talisca, who then went on to score. We won 3-1 against Watford. If you guys have not watched that episode, definitely go and give it a watch, because that was one of the best comebacks I have ever done on FIFA 19. With 10 minutes to go, losing the game, getting no points, we pull it back to get a goal difference of 1, win the game and bag the 3 points in the Premier League. So I was so happy with that result. Something I quickly want to mention now, guys, and I will also put on screen, just when I loaded up the Xbox, we have the brand new patch. The -1 glitch is gone. I'll show you the update and I'll also show you what has been changed in career mode. Unfortunately, you will see that it says it is for current career modes going forwards. So unfortunately, with the Liverpool career mode and the Ajax career mode, and I did mention this in the previous episode, unfortunately, we will constantly be suffering with the -1 glitch. But at the end of Season 2 in the Liverpool career mode, and at the end of Season 1 in the Ajax Road to Glory, I will be giving you guys 3 options of both series, and that is to continue for another season, that is to move to another team within the save, or end the series and start a brand new career mode so we don't have the -1 glitch, and we also get some of the other features that have now been fixed or put into the game. But I will have left that on screen for you guys to read through. I'm just happy it's finally coming. For any of you guys that are starting a brand new career mode or have recently just started one, I would definitely quit it and then I'd start it again, because the -1 can become a little bit of a pain in the bum. But in today's episode, guys, we have the round 4 in the Carabao Cup against Wigan Athletic. Now, of course, in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I am playing a very rotated team, a team that doesn't normally get into the starting 11, so we can see if there is any players that stand out and shine for us and give us reason to push them into the starting 11. And in the second game in today's episode, pretty much one of the biggest games in the Premier League, one of the biggest rival two teams going against each other, and that is Liverpool versus Manchester City. Now, in real life, it is those two teams at the top battling it out to win the Premier League this season. So hopefully that should be a good game with plenty of highlights. But jumping over to the squad that we are putting out against Wigan, as you can see, a little bit different, and already I've been hit with the glitch. You can see that Junior is in the striker position and Ings is out on the right wing. Funny enough, EA, that is not how it works. Ings is in the middle and Junior is out wide. Now, I'll have to check as I come out and save the changes. Do they actually save? This is one of the glitches that happens. It has saved, so thankfully it has saved this time round. But that is what happens when you change the team up and then you come out and save it. Sometimes they all move position, which is a little bit of a pain. But anyway, we've got Ryan Sessegnon out on that left wing, Danny Ings at striker, Junior out on the right wing, Aaron Ramsey and Milner linking up in the central midfield role, Marko Grujic in the central defensive midfield, Tierney, Godin, Jimenez and Semedo at the back with Bailey in goal. Now, first things first, few of you might be thinking, Brad, why is Ings up top? Simple reason. Somebody in the comment section said, Brad, will you play Ings in the striker position in the Carabao Cup? You guys asked for it. you guys are getting it. Now, we have got Correa to come on as a backup in the second half if Ings has sadly not done anything. And you'll also notice that I am playing Godin, linking up with Jimenez. Now, I said in the last episode, Godin will be sold in January, but I'm willing to give him his final chance. If he's outstanding, then maybe he can stay. But right now, out of the 4 games he's played, I've been very disappointed. 2 of them, he's gifted goals away, and we've had to push it back to get the win. It's been very, very stressful. So Godin has not been the player that I thought he was going to be. Maybe it's his age, maybe it's because he's declining. But the important thing is we have plenty of young and great talent centre-backs coming through the rankings. The likes of Jimenez, Tar, Gomez, Van Dijk is in his prime right now. We are sorted for centre-backs. I'm not sure whether we're going to need to buy one or not, but we will talk about transfers when we get into the January transfer. But pretty much this is Godin's last chance to at least show me a little bit of something. Otherwise, he's definitely going to be out the door. But let's go ahead and get into this game against Wigan. I'm hoping we can go all the way to the final in the Carabao Cup. Although we're playing players that don't play with each other week in and week out, I'm hoping that together they can come together as a team and keep smashing it. Because so far, the team we are playing in the Carabao Cup is doing very well. But pretty much if you look at the first team we played for the first game in the Carabao Cup to the team I'm playing right now, it's probably completely different again. Because Correa's not in there, Talisca's not in there. We've now got Danny Ings. There's only a few players, maybe Godin, Jimenez, Semedo, Tierney. There's a few players that are constantly in there week in and week out when we play in the Carabao Cup. But for now, this is the lineup we're putting out. We're travelling to Ivy Lane. We're going to try and get round or get through to the next stage of the Carabao Cup. And let's get down to business. Well, I'm already impressed with how far we have come in this competition, considering we are never playing our best lineup. We are doing very well. Yes, we are playing lesser teams like Wigan, but realistically, it's still a challenge. And we've got to remember with these teams, just like Watford, they're just going to come out and think, do you know what, we've drawn Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Let's get out there, throw everything we can at them and try and bag the win. Commentators there talking about Junior. He has been an absolutely incredible signing, and it is going to be Wigan to kick us off in this first half, and let's see what damage we can do. Luckily enough, Godin comes across. Let's play that over to Ramsey now, who's looking at pushing on. Ramsey going through to Ings, going back around the corner to Ramsey. Playing it up now to Grujic around the corner for Talisca. It's not even Talisca, it's Junior, and we're 1-0 up. Don't know why I thought that was Talisca. I was saying so many people's names on the build-up then. Got confused. But it is Junior, the super sub. This time he's starting. Beautiful ball there. Ramsey, Grujic, through to Junior, and he slots it home at the near post. He loves those near post shots, and that's his 3rd goal in the Carabao Cup. Take a bow, Junior, who puts us 1-0 up against Wigan after just 15 minutes. To Milner, play it through now to Marco Grujic, who's going to look at pushing on. Let's go into Danny Ings, still waiting for the run now. Here goes Milner. Milner through a goal, straight into the keeper's hands. Up to Danny Ings, into the middle now for Ramsey. Ramsey over to Millie. Millie now playing it over to Junior. Junior darting forwards, cuts it back onto his left foot, looks at bend on one, and Junior's got a second. Junior has got a second. Tell you what, Junior is ridiculous, guys. If you are looking for anyone to play, especially on that right wing, although he's a left-winged player, if you are looking at anyone to play on that right wing and cut in, Junior is the man. Look at this, cuts in, onto that left foot, bends it, far post, just inside the goal as well. Ridiculous, 2 goals. He's looking for his hat-trick now. Let's stay strong, ball into the middle. Let's stay on this, lads. Let's stay on it. Keep the pressure on. And again, shot off. Bailey gets there. Palms it away. Let's close this down, Ramsey. Nicely done. Nice interception. Play it round the corner and back. Come on, Junior. Play it round now to Danny Ings. Danny Ings doing everything he can to get round. He's done well. Let's put a ball in back post. There we go. James Milner. What a goal. I was looking for Ryan Sessegnon back post. I believe it took a deflection. Fell to James Milner, and although I did talk a minute ago about him decreasing in rating, his stats going down, that is still a wonderful, wonderful goal. Look at this. Bang. He's still got a lot to do. He's at the near post. He's got to beat the keeper. And that is Millie's first goal in the Carabao Cup. And I do believe the first goal this season for him. Take a bow, James Milner. And there we go, within seconds of kick-off, the referee blows for half-time. We are absolutely all over Wigan. Considering these players do not play with each other week in, week out, they are certainly playing as like a team that train and play every day together. Absolutely ridiculous play from this side so far. Milner, Grujic, Ramsey, Ings, Sessegnon Jr. Even Godin is doing a job at the back. Bailey's pulled off 1 or 2 incredible saves. We're absolutely all over Wigan, and I have no doubt that we will now get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. The question is now is by how many goals. So let's go ahead and get into the second half. Danny Ings to kick us off. Can he find himself a goal before he potentially leaves in January? Here's Grujic. Up to Ings now. Ings trying to play it through now to Junior. Junior for his hat-trick. He's got it. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Junior, take a bow, son. Take a bow. Junior is unbelievable. Look at this. Danny Ings with a beautiful pass through there, though. No wrong that Danny Ings has to play a lovely ball through. Well timed through to Junior. And then Junior's just going to beat the keeper. And at the far post, he does just that. Take a bow, Junior. Hat-trick hero, son, and his 5th goal in the Carabao Cup. Junior right now is making me feel like I should be starting him ahead of Mohamed Salah. Ramsey through to Millie. Millie going straight round the corner. Let's go again. This time to Junior. And Junior once again is looking to push on. Let's go, Junior. Dance him, son. Dance him. Junior for his 4th. He's denied. Only as far as Ramsey. Hit it, Ramsey. Oh, come on, Millie. Somebody get your foot to it. Let's keep going. Let's try and get a foot in here. Come on, Semedo. Be careful here. Semedo should be there. Ball over the far side. Let's win that header. Ramsey gets there and puts it out for a Wigan corner. Darting in. Got to be careful here. Let's go, Godin. Nicely done. Let's play it round Naby. Oh, Naby, do not lose the ball there. Stay strong, son. Stay strong. They're coming forwards once again. Jimenez gets in the way. Nicely done. Tierney gets the ball out to Sessegnon. And the referee blows for full time. We've beat Wigan 4-0. And we progress through to the next stages of the Carabao Cup. If I'm completely honest, that last 10 minutes was a little bit hectic. They were all over our box. We just could not get the ball out. And that is why in a second, guys, I'm going to talk to you about the patch. Because I've been saying about the game doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as usual. But we've got to talk about something in a minute. So let's get back to the central. And then we can discuss that. How are the stats looking? 9 shots, 8 on target. Nice and clinical. Happy with those stats there. Wigan having 3 shots, all 3 on target. And they probably come in the last 10 to 15 minutes. But let's head back to the central and have a little chat and get ready for the game against Manchester City. Right, guys, and here we are back at the central, about to face off at Anfield against Manchester City. This is going to be one of the biggest games this year in the Premier League. They are down in 5th position, as you can see here, in the Premier League standings. Down in 5th on 18 points. We are in 2nd with 26 points. But what you may well have noticed is Arsenal have played their 11th game. They are on 27 points. If we beat Manchester City, we will finish today's episode, episode 47. We will end it top of the Premier League. If we get a draw, I'm pretty sure we'll still be top because we've got an absolutely unbelievable goal difference. But realistically, we would love to get the win against Manchester City. Now, unfortunately, I've already set up the team, but we're going to jump over to the office because I did get an email that said injury in training. Now, I already know who that is because I've set up the squad. It's not great news, but I'm sure we can deal with it. So if we jump over to the office and go down to the bottom one, we've got a press conference, we can delete that. And the next one up is the training injury. And unfortunately, that is to Nelson Semedo. Now, I didn't know how long it was for. I'd just seen the ambulance next to his name, realised he was injured. But thankfully, he's pulled his hip flexor, which means he'll only be out for 7 days. It's a shame that he's out, but realistically, it's only 7 days we can manage. So now if we go through the rest of the emails, both of the transfer talks have broke down for both teams when it comes to Allen. Now, I do believe I may well have done the glitch wrong. Fabinho has suggested that he gets in ahead of Marko Grujic. He's in the team. I'm hoping against City, though, he stays a lot deeper. We need him to stay deep, and we need him to break up the play with the likes of Aguero, Jesus, Sterling, De Bruyne, Sane. When they're breaking forwards, we need Fabinho to sit nicely in front of our 2 centre-backs and break that up. But we will take a look at the team in just a second, guys. But something I wanted to mention in episode 44, 45 and 46. I felt like the game, especially the gameplay, was very different. I felt like I was giving the ball away a lot. I felt like the opposition was giving the ball away a lot. I felt like the passes where I was trying to pass it, it wasn't going there. There was a clip in episode 45, I do believe, where the ball comes through to Henderson. I tried to play it out to the wing, but instead he plays it straight up to Bobby, who was slightly to the left of him. But I've put my toggle the stick or my thumbstick to the right to try and play it out to the wings. And I just felt like the passing wasn't great. The tackling wasn't great. I didn't even feel like the shooting was that good. But I have to say, since I've now done the update and the patch, that game against Wigan felt great. The passing felt nice. It had that flowy feel back to it like FIFA does. So I'm thinking, guys, whatever happened before the patch is now changed. Now, I know the patch hadn't come out and nothing should have changed with the game, but I did feel that something had changed. And then now the patch has come out, it feels like it's gone back to its normal self. And I know a few of you did leave a comment saying, Brad, FIFA does seem a little bit iffy, especially slide tackles and passing. And I felt the same. Maybe not slide tackles because I'm not a huge person that does slide tackle. But tackling, especially when I'm, shoulder to shoulder, and passing, seemed very, very iffy. But now it's all about this lineup against Manchester City at Anfield. And here it is. We've got Sadio Mane out on that left wing, Anderson Talisca at striker, Mohamed Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield. At the back, we've got Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent. And then, of course, Alisson between the sticks. Now, something I wanted to mention, obviously, we've just seen there that the 2 offers that come in for Allen have fell through. What I want to do this time, and hopefully we can get one in today's episode, if we get an offer in for a player, instead of doing it through the office and accepting it, I'm going to go to Squad Hub, and then going to find the player, I'm then going to view the transfer offers in and accept it from there. I feel like from what I've seen from a few comments, you've got to do it through the Squad Hub. Not accept it from the email and then go into the Squad Hub. You've actually got to do it physically within the Squad Hub. So that is, I don't know how many times I just said Squad Hub, but I'm sure there's going to be a few of you guys counting it. I felt like I said that a lot then. But nevertheless, we'll give it a try next time we get a transfer offer in. But right now, the one thing that you guys might be thinking is, Brad, where's Bobby Firmino? And you will know that in episode 46, he played both games and he's just not doing anything. In episode 45, he had a brilliant over-the-top ball to Mane. So many of you said, what a bit of play between Bobby and Mane for that goal. It was incredible. But Bobby Firmino, guys, is our striker. And I feel like he started off this season like he started off the season in real life. Yeah, he's getting into great positions. Yeah, he's up and down the pitch. He's defending. He's back on corners. He's making good runs. But realistically, it's Salah and Mane. They are the 2 this year that are getting the majority of the goals. Now, Robertson, Bobby over the last couple of weeks has started scoring again. But he's definitely had a bit of a patch where he just wasn't doing too much. And I feel like he's doing that now. So I have dropped him from the reserves to the subs bench. Talisca's going to start because he's playing absolutely unreal right now and playing a lot better than Bobby. And realistically, guys, although Bobby should be getting in that starting 11, for me as the manager, if a player is not playing to their full ability, then they're going to get dropped. Same with Fabinho. If Fabinho is so far up the pitch so much against City today, he's going to get dropped. Henderson will be in there or Marko Grujic, because I believe by dropping these players, it'll tick in their head and they'll think, hold on, the manager's dropping me here. Something that's not right. What am I not doing? And Bobby Firmino is not scoring goals, and that's the issue. He had a great chance. I can't remember who it was against. I feel like it was against Monaco, actually. A great, ridiculous, on-a-plate chance. And he put it wide. And I can't afford for that to be happening, especially in a game like this against Manchester City at Anfield. The fans are going to be behind us, and as a manager, we need to bag the 3 points. So I need my best players out there that are scoring, defending, tackling, passing. That's what's going to happen. If Naby Keita wasn't playing well, he'd get dropped. Fabinho is on his last chance now. If he is constantly getting up and down the pitch and he's playing ahead of Gini Wijnaldum and Naby Keita, he will be dropped for the next 2 games, and Henderson or Marko Grujic will be taking his position. But let's get into this game against City at Anfield and hopefully bag another 3 points in the Premier League. Potentially the biggest game of our season. And it's our main feature today, Manchester City. This is never going to be an easy one. They have a cracking team. And there is the man that you guys maybe potentially want me to sign in January. And that is Nabil Fekir. Completely forgot that he's going to be playing for Manchester City. They have just signed Dejan Lovren in the January transfer window. They also come in for Jimenez, but we won't be selling him anytime soon now. If they want Godin, they can take Godin off our hands. Although he did play very well in the last game. Company with the captain's armband. Probably Lovren or Jimenez would have been the replacement for Company, who is getting slightly on a little bit now. Wow. So we have scored 30 in the Premier League, and City have only conceded 8, the best in the league. Can we potentially change that? in this game now. There's De Bruyne, Stones in the background. And it is going to be Anderson Talisca to kick us off at Anfield for this first half. Let's get down to business and see if we can destroy this Manchester City side. There's Naby Keita, Salah. Through now to Talisca. Talisca holding it up. Nice ball through there to Salah. We've got off the mark nice and quick here so far. Playing it over. Talisca onto his left foot. Bends one. And an early run from this Liverpool side. But Ederson denies. Within 2 minutes we had a great break there. They're playing it nice now. Fekart is playing the ball nicely. Here's Aguero who is starting. Nice little flick over to Sane. Play that round the corner now. It's a beautiful ball. Up to Talisca who's going to play it through now. And look at this, Salah is going to be through on goal. 1-on-1 with a keeper. Salah! Oh, it's a big save from Ederson to deny Salah. Come on, Mane, it's cut back. Nice little ball in now. Onto the edge of the box. Cleared away. Fabinho's there, only as far as Salah. Naby Keita hit it the first time. Drills it in. And unfortunately, Talisca wasn't on the end of that deflected ball from Ederson. Let's get there, Tar. Oh, it's a terrible ball. And Sane is going to be in behind now. Come on, let's stand tall here, lads. De Bruyne gets a shot off. Alisson's there. Let's hold the ball and take a breather, lads. Let's take a breather. Let's roll this out to Gomez. Over to Van Dijk. Van Dijk now playing it through to Gini Wijnaldum. Let's go, Gini. Play it out wide to Mane. Mane over to Talisca. And I looked to break him forward. I did hold the ball a little bit with Alisson, because Manchester City had a really good attack on us there, and realistically, De Bruyne gets in there, Sane's in there, Aguero's in there. If it slides to one of them, I have no doubt the 50% of the chance they are going to put one past Alisson, possibly even more than 50% if they are one-on-one with Alisson. Although Alisson is a great keeper, Manchester City have a ridiculous front line going forward, so we have to be very careful. Right now, the team is playing unbelievable. We are definitely having more chances. Unfortunately, Danilo and Ederson are the two players right now denying us going 1, possibly even 2-0 up. But I'm happy to get back into the second half with exactly the same team. Manchester City will kick us off from Aguero back to Sterling. And let's see what we can do in this second 45-minute period. Hopefully score a goal and settle the nerves. And De Bruyne is still on the edge of the box. We've got to be careful here. Here comes De Bruyne. We've got to be so careful. Big save there from Alisson. Gini Wijnaldum to chase this down. Let's play it out to Mane. Come on, lads, let's get on this ball. Let's get on it and do something with it. And they're coming forwards now. It's going to be a problem. Van Dijk, it's 1-0. Jordi Alba. Out of everyone in that Manchester City team, the left-back Jordi Alba scored. Don't even go and celebrate with Pep. I don't even want to see it.
Great delight for the defender.
Aguero pokes it through. Gomez out of position. Van Dijk couldn't get across quick enough. And we are 1-0 down to Manchester City. If we're going to do anything, we need to do it like Watford, and we need to dig deep and come away with something. Is Talisca darting forwards now, trying to play it through. Gini Wijnaldum round the corner to Mane. Mane to Dance's man. Nicely done. Play it over. Referee! How is that not a foul there? Surely he has just shoved Sadio Mane to the floor. Gini waiting for Talisca. Let's go through and then back through now to Anderson Talisca. Talisca through a goal! Oh, what have we got to do to beat Ederson? What have we got to do? We're going to have to make some changes, lads. We've got 15 minutes. It's just not happening for us. I think realistically this is going to be a massive risk, but Gini Wijnaldum coming off for the Ox, so we've got a lot more going forwards. I'm going to bring Junior on for Salah. And then, what do I do here? I'm going to bring Bobby on for Talisca. It's going to be massive risks doing that, because now we've got the Ox, Junior and Bobby, who will go forwards a lot. Fabinho is not staying back for me, so he will be dropped in the next episode, especially for that first game, because he's so far up the pitch. It's just not good for us. But let's get back into this last 15-minute period. Put this ball out, which has now just gone out. Let's go, Robertson. Let's go, son. Keep that pressure on. Nicely done, Robbo. Round the corner to Van Dijk, who's giving the ball straight away. Come on, Robbo. Van Dijk, play it out, son. Nicely done. And here's the Ox. Let's push on with the Ox now. The Ox around the corner. Let's play it up to Mane. Keep coming. Keep coming, Fabinho. Let's go. Go on, Bobby. You're through now. Can Bobby make the difference? Bobby Firmino. He has. Come on, Bobby. Yes. And that is why you put him to the reserves. And that is why you bench him. In the 90th minute, Bobby Firmino has made his way to the pitch and scored. And it is Fabinho. Look how far again he is up the pitch. But Ederson does well, even just to get a fingertip to it. Nearly denied us again. But Bobby Firmino tries to tuck it. In fact, Ederson, if he gets a little bit more to that, he's putting it wide. But finally, in the 90th minute, can we push on for 2-1 now, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have time? Come on, Ox. Let's get in there. Oh, Sterling's done you there, son. Sterling cannot be doing you there. And he plays it back to Silva. And the referee blows for full time at Anfield. You know what? I'm happy to get a draw against Manchester City. We went 1-0 down. We threw absolutely everything on the day at Ederson. The first two highlights are Ederson save, Ederson save. I am going to be sick. It's going to knock me sick to see these stats because we were all over City. And there you go. 13 shots, 11 on target. Compared to Manchester City's 4 shots, 2 on target. Ederson, I hope, got man of the match. It looks like Fabinho did. He did again. Fabinho is getting man of the match every game. I don't know why. I don't feel like he's doing that much. But what did Ederson get? 7.4. Wow, Ederson wasn't even given the highest rated in his team. Sergio Aguero was. Not even the goal scorer. In fact, sorry, now I've looked at the bench. Jordi Alba, the goal scorer, got a 7.9. Then Aguero, 7.6. And then you've got De Bruyne and Ederson on 7.4. For me, Ederson was on an 8.5, maybe even 8.6. He was absolutely unbelievable. And you guys will have seen from the amount of highlights in that Manchester City game. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central after pulling a draw from Manchester City and bagging a point at Anfield by the skin of our teeth. We left it so late, just like we did against Watford. But you know what? A draw's a draw, a point's a point. I'm just happy to get something out of that game because you guys will have seen from the stats. If I would have lost that 1-0, I would have been absolutely gutted. The same with the game against Monaco in the previous episode. We've done so well just on the day. The two keepers have turned up and denied us so many times. But talking about Champions League and the Monaco game, in the next episode, we will be facing off against Monaco again. Now, as you can see, Roma beat Dynamo Kiev, which means right now how it stands, because of goal difference, we are being knocked out of the Champions League group. And to my amazement, guys, you've probably just seen it there as a news article. It shocked me when I got back to the Central. Fabinho has been handed October Player of the Month. Now, last month in September, it was Salah. This month, it's Fabinho, who has got 3 man of the matches out of the last 3 episodes. That's ridiculous. For me, Fabinho is doing my head and he's getting too far up the pitch. Can I really drop a player that is picking up Player of the Month and also bagging 3 man of the matches in the last 3 episodes? Absolutely insane. But before we end today's episode, guys, quickly going to jump over to the office and read through these emails. The first one's a press conference. We can delete that. We've had a loan offer in from Bristol City for Declan Evans, which is one of our young goalkeepers. And unfortunately, the deal for Awoni and his move to Buenos Aires has broken down. A little bit gutted over that, but it tends to happen a lot. Fabinho saying, thanks, boss. It's disappointing we didn't win, but I tried my hardest throughout the game. And I just wanted to say thanks for picking it. To be fair, he got man of the match. I can't really take that away from him. But now the last thing to do is go over to the squad hub and we're going to accept this offer. I can't even remember who the player was now. Let me go down the list and see if I can see this player. It was a loan offer, wasn't it? In fact, was it for one of our young keepers? I think it was, wasn't it? Let's go back to the keepers. It was for Declan Evans. So we go in through the squad hub. We go to view offers. It then takes us to this page and then we accept it. So if he does go to Bristol City, which as you can see, we've tried to loan him out to 2 other teams, but it constantly falls through. Thank you, EA. Thank you, FIFA. Why can't you sort that out? When we've got a young player, why can't they go out on loan? It does my head in. But let's see in the next episode if Declan Evans now goes out on loan. And of course, it's not long now, guys, till the January transfer. We've just come into November. Within the next 2 or 3 episodes, we'll be into December, knees deep in, and then we only have a couple of weeks till the transfer window opens in January. Now, something I just want to cover at the end of today's episode, guys. I will be leaving it down below in the comment section so you guys know. But a comment in episode 46 was, Brad, where's the Ajax road to glory? Now, I did explain it in the previous episode, but in case you missed it, what I'm going to be doing going forwards is, let's say week A, so whatever week that is. Say, for example, this week, this is week A. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be Liverpool career mode. Then Thursday and Friday is going to be Ajax road to glory. Week B is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Ajax road to glory. And Thursday and Friday is going to be Liverpool career mode. There is a reason I am doing this, not only for you guys, but mainly for me. What I found is, because I was rotating so much, so one Liverpool episode, then an Ajax, then a Liverpool, then a hashtag career mode, then an Ajax, then a Liverpool. By the time I come back to playing the next game, whether it's a Liverpool, Ajax, road to glory, whatever it is, I've forgotten about the previous episode, and I have to sit here, watch the episode, and then look on the calendar, look at the scores, write some things down so I can rejig your guys' memory at the start. But what I find is a lot easier is when I record, let's say, Liverpool career mode on Sunday for Monday, and then I record it again Monday for Tuesday, and then Tuesday for Wednesday. Because I've just played it 24 hours ago, I can remember and just dive straight into it. So instead of doing rotator between Liverpool, Ajax, Liverpool, Ajax, Liverpool, Ajax, you guys get the idea. I'm going to do Liverpool, 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 Ajax, Ajax, and then Ajax, 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 Liverpool, Liverpool. So this week, you will, if you're watching this, which should be on Wednesday the 30th of January, Thursday and Friday will be Ajax Road to Glory. And then next week, we'll probably do 3 Ajax Road to Glories and 2 Liverpool career modes. But I am going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.